to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture too. I'm happy to be here with you today to speak Ojibwe. G-A-I-on Homanungun in English means I'm happy to be here today. That's all I wanted to say in Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Nanaboozhoo, and over here, what? The lovely and the talented. You always say that. Well, it's true. The lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon Boozhoo Weenie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart. Boozhoo, everybody. Me no GIIZHIGAD. Hey, look. What's that? It's the Jersey Girls. Nah. Boozhoo, Kizzy Renee. Boozhoo, Jessica. Oh, the Jersey Girls are in the front of the class. Well, there goes my stereotype that Jersey Girls are always late. Yep, you can't say that anymore. Oh, Boozhoo, welcome back to the show. So nice to see you. And Kizzy Renee Davis gets the gold star. Is that right? Am I looking at that? Yep, Kizzy Renee gave gold star. Gold star for Kizzy. And a silver star for Jessica Wilbooz. Silver star for Jessica Wilbooz. Hey, and Always Learning's here. Boozhoo, Always Learning. Me no GIIZHIGAD. Good morning. How you doing? We're losing viewers, sweetie. That's what I hear. Yeah. Some of the more traditionals are out. We got two comments yesterday. This lady goes, there's too much Christian. I don't want to say the word on this, the Lord's Day, huh, sweetie? She said there was too much Christian shit. Don't swear. Oh, I'm sorry. Christian poo. That almost sounds worse. Yeah, some people don't like this, like that we talk about Christianity too much on the show. They're like, hey, I'm trying to learn the language, which is shut up with your dumb Bible stories. And so she's out. And oh, I feel just bad. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. So today, because I don't want to lose any viewers who don't like, well, maybe don't think they don't want to hear about it all in their face, you know. Today is ANAMA'E GIIZHIGAD. Yes, it is prayer day. That doesn't mean it's Christian Moo Day, right? It's Sunday. So we're not going to talk about the GIIZHIGAD Mazini Gun. We're not going to talk about the Bible, sweetie. We're not? No. In the Bible, it says, blessed are those who are persecuted in my name. Jesus, the Son of God. In the GIIZHIGAD Mazini Gun, there's a record of a man. I'm not even sure what his name was anymore. We call him Jesus. Some people call him Yeshua. You know. I don't know why that's such a fuzzy. You know, he gave himself weird names too, you know. The Son of Man. Whatever. But Jesus Christ, the Son of God, you know, was in this GIIHGAD Mazinigan. And one day, his he would travel around giving talks about the one true God. and and Jesus one time on the Sermon on the Mount, he is that what it's called? The Sermon on the Mount? Is that the Sermon on the Mount, or I don't know what it's called. But he lists out all these people who are blessed. He's like, oh, blessed are the peacemakers. You know, great is their reward in heaven, or whatever. But one of the things he said is, blessed are you guys who get picked on because you talk about me. People who, not even picked on, persecuted. Some people are beat up. They're like, we don't want to hear about this Christian crap. You and your stupid Bible stories. We are Anishinaabe. We are the warriors. We worship GIIHGAD. It's like, hey, dummy. Same God. There's only one God. But anyway, I'm going to live and die with your dumb ideas. GIIHGAD Mazinigan Bible. It's a book that talks about Jesus, the Son of God, who came to earth and told us to shape up. And told us, hey, it's okay. Actually. He did. People, you know, a lot of Christians don't like to remember this, that Jesus didn't just die for your sins. He didn't just like, hey, I've come here to tell you the good news. I'm going to die for your sins and you're forgiven. Sin away. He didn't say that. He was like, hey, I've come here with the good news. I'm preparing a place for you in heaven. It's going to be awesome. Yes, God is real. I'm his son. And everything's going to be all right. You just got to repent. Believe in me. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. It's going to be all right. But go and sin no more. Cut it out. My Father who art in heaven, he doesn't like all this sinning. Quit your lying. You know? So here's another story I'd like to tell. From the GIIHGAD Mazinigan, the preach book. That's what GIIHGAD means actually, huh, sweetie? Yeah, GIIHGAD means to preach. How come that word ikwe is in there? You mean woman? Yeah. Is there something to that? GIIHGAD? Ikwe in our language is woman. Well, maybe it's because women are always preaching the word. No, they're not. Yeah, well, we're always talking. Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. Maybe you are. I don't know. GIIHGAD Mazinigan. Ikwe, to preach. GIIHGAD is to preach. Ginabig. Is a snake. Gagi Gagigado. I don't use that word much. Gagigado. Ikadon means to say something. Gagigado. I can't say. Gagigado is to speak. Gagigado. But if you're going to speak lies, you'd be like the snake speaking with a forked tongue. Kiwanimo. Lies. We're living in a world of lies, sweetie. I know. You know, the lies that Fauci's not, in fact, that dude from Poison. That was hilarious. Oh, yeah. Did you guys watch yesterday's show? I made a case for the fact that Anthony Fauci is actually the lead guitarist of Poison. Same guy. It's all lies, you know. But the Bible talks about lies. He says that the snake, what the Muslims call shaitan. Shaitan. You know, he's got a million names too. Lucifer, that old dragon, Satan, whatever. So, NASA, in Hebrew, The language of the GIIZHIGAD Mazini Igun means to deceive, to lie. Lying is a big deal. Jesus said, quit your lying. And it goes against one of the commandments. It's right up there with thou shalt not kill. You know, they're not kidding around. It's not okay. You're not supposed to lie. This is the way of the Jesus followers. You know, whatever you want to call yourself. You know, a lot of Anishinaabe people, we hold a kind of a grudge. We say, you know, the white man lied. They didn't live up to their promises. Bunch of liars. Well, they didn't invent lying. Neither did NASA. But I like this. It says, don't be silly. You can trust us. Because NASA, to deceive or lie, GOFUNDME, is run by the Freemasons and the Nazis. That's not even a conspiracy. This is a historic fact. Started by Werner von Braun. You know, whatever you want, if they say, you know. Yeah, you can trust these weirdos. But, so here's the lesson for the day, kids. I'd like to talk to just the children. So adults, take it outside. This is Sunday school teachings for the children. If I can get rid of my NASA thing. We never went to the moon. That was a lie. What did I do with... Oh, here we go. Let me get myself situated again. So, today is Ojibwe word of the day, kids. I'd like to tell this story. Grown-ups, I thought you were going to go outside and have a smoke. I was going to tell the story to the kids. So Bible... All right, if you want to hang around, that's fine too. You know, kids, it's like I can never just talk to you guys. Adults have always got to look in on our little children's show. I wonder if Sesame Street has so many grown-ups watching. Don't you guys have CNN? Anyway, so, back in the days of the grandfathers, when GIIZHIGAD, the Great Spirit, when he first made everything, he made the Garden of Eden. It was a beautiful garden. It was the most beautiful place. I guess it was the only place in the world, but, you know, whatever. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Just trees everywhere. Fields and lakes and streams. And he made Adam. And he said, Adam, you know, you're a human being. I'm going to call you Adam. And I made you in my image. And you're a good boy. And Adam got lonely. He was like, hey, Father who art in heaven, can you make me a wife? I mean, this is a sweet garden and everything. And, but, you know, my best friend's my German Shepherd. Can, maybe a wife. He goes, yeah, why didn't you ask? Okay, hold on. I'm going to put you in a sleep. And so he put Adam into a deep sleep. And then he took his rib and he made a woman. And her name was Eve. And oh wow, Eve was just the most beautiful girl Adam had ever seen. Yeah, it was the only girl Adam had ever seen, but he fell in love with her immediately. She had long blonde hair that would cover up her breasts. And but she was just perfect and nice, you know. She had all the best qualities of women. What are the best qualities of women? They have to be friendly. Yeah. Feminine. Friendly and feminine. And flirty. Friendly, feminine, and flirty. Yep, that's all women need to be. Is that right? What about intelligent and powerful? Nah, we don't care. Do they have to be beautiful? We'll work with what you got if you're friendly, feminine, and flirty. Excuse me. You know, that's pretty deep. Yeah. Young men, that's what you're looking for. Young women, everybody. I figured this out. This is the wisest thing I've ever learned. Women, you don't have to be anything. You know? What's that Billy Joel song? You're going off the topic. Aren't you going to talk about Garden of Eden? Yeah, I'll get back to that. She steals like a thief, but she's always a woman to me. No, that's not it. She's got a way about her. I don't know what it is. La da 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 da. She's got a way about her. I love that song. Yeah. That has nothing to do with it. Oh, but women, you don't have to be bikini models. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to be smart, funny. I mean, Natasha, I think you're the funniest woman I know. Yeah. But that's a rare quality in women. Women don't know how to tell jokes. But that's okay. You know, we don't care. If you're friendly, feminine, and flirty, you make us feel like you think we're cute, and you're just friendly, you know, friendly. Don't come with us with all that, you know, oh, you men, I've had it up to here. You know, all this like tough posing that like Beyonce does, you know. Hey, man, stand aside. It's like, that's not very friendly. That's not very flirty. But anyway, I just thought of that. I didn't want to forget. So, back to the story, children. This is all in the GIIZHIGAD in the Bible, so you know it's true. So then there's Adam and Eve. They were born and lived perfectly in the Garden of Eden. And GIIZHIGAD Nanaboozhoo, the Great Spirit, he says, hey, enjoy. I got one little rule. Otherwise, you know, have at it. You can go swimming, you know, whatever your heart's desires. But just don't eat this apple, okay? I made it one apple tree. This thing's off limits. And never mind this tree. I've made you acres of other trees. That one has, you know, Snickers candy bars growing off them. Whatever you want. This is Garden of Eden. You know, next best thing to heaven. And they're like, yeah, okay, no problem, Father. And, you know, off they went. Well, one day Adam was out there naming the animals. You know, he's like, I'm going to call this thing a giraffe. I'm going to write that down. I don't have a pencil. Pencil. Let's call it a pencil. Let me find something. Oh, he went to the pencil tree. This will be called a pencil. He started making a list. And just inventing names for all the animals and the trees and everything. And but meanwhile, Eve, you know, she sneaks off, you know. She goes back to that apple tree. She's like, oh, wow. I wonder why we can't eat that apple tree. That apple, you know. Why make an apple tree that if we can't eat it? Who's this for? You know, I'm thinking about inventing apple pie, but I don't know. Well, just then, what happens? Guinea big, the snake. Shaitan, Lucifer, Satan, whatever he's called. Snake comes slithering down the tree. Actually, you know what? I get the impression that this snake also had little legs. I think God took away his legs after he lied. So, this snake turns out to be more than just a talking snake. But we'll learn more about that later. On this particular day, he goes, hey, Eve, come here. Why don't you eat one of these apples? And Eve was like, what? Yeah, that's the one thing he told me not to do. I'm not going to eat that apple. He goes, no. If you eat this apple, you'll know it's a tree of knowledge. You'll be like God. You know, just do it. He doesn't want you to know everything he knows. This will blow your mind. It'll open your mind or something. And she's like, well, okay, why not? And she eats it. And well, just then Adam comes around the corner. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing in by that apple?" And Eve goes, "Oh, I just ate it. And this talking snake, he just told me that if we eat it, we'll be like God. We'll know everything all at once." Which, I don't know, doesn't make much sense. But he goes, "Oh, really? Okay." So he takes a bite out of that apple. And he swallows it down. And for the first time ever, they got just a guilty feeling. They're like, jeez. I feel really bad now. Why did I do that? It was the first time he had ever done anything wrong in his whole life. And he felt guilty for the first time. So what is this? And then for the first time ever, it occurred to him, it was like, holy cow, you're naked. And she's like, gee, would you put some pants on? And they jumped in the bushes and were covering themselves up with fig leaves. I'm like, I can't believe all this time I never noticed that, what are you, born in a barn? You don't even have any clothes on. Well, they were hiding there. And just then, GIIZHIGAD, he calls down. He goes, "Hey, Adam, where are you?" Now, at this point, I've heard this said. It's pretty funny. Adam had never lied before. The snake introduced Geronimo into the Garden of Eden. And so Adam was not good at lying. He could never have won at the casino. He had no poker face. God says, "Adam, where are you?" And Adam says, "I'm hiding in these bushes, Father." and so God goes, "Yeah, I know. I'm God. What'd you do?" He goes, you know that apple you told us not to eat? Well, sure enough, the old lady, she convinced me into eating it. It's her fault. When I asked you to bring me a wife, I was sort of hoping you would, assume that I meant not a lying wife. And GIIZHIGAD was like, "Hey, come on, man. Be a man. You know what you did. You just sinned against your God and your Creator. Oh, you're in big trouble now. Guess what? You disobeyed my one rule. I'm going to kick you and the old lady right out of this thing. Why don't you go out and toil in the fields for a while? We'll see how you feel about it." Kids today, they're so unappreciative. So he kicks them out of the Garden of Eden. And then he goes to the guinea pig and he goes, "Hey, snake, we have a history, me and you. And maybe next week, Nanaboozhoo will tell a story about that. But because you lied to these kids, I'm gonna make you slither around on your belly for all time, all eternity. Have fun. I'm taking away your arms and your legs. You can just slither around in the grass. You are the father of lies." That's what they called him, huh? Yep. He was the father of lies, the father of Geronimo. Guinea big. He's a liar. Geronimo. And the deeper into the rabbit holes I go, sweetie, yeah, the more convinced I am that we are living in an illusion and lies that go all the way back to that story. I was educated out of believing in that story, and now I believe it again. I think that's a true story, and I think that's set in motion, and that's why NASA uses this symbol on purpose. There's so much about... So, from that story. Okay, and this has been the story of Adam and Eve, kids. Ask your Sunday school teacher about it. And tell your Sunday school teacher that the Bible's a flat earth book. All these stories make more sense on a flat earth. How are you going to flood a marble? But, okay, whatever. So Satan's a father of lies. And the lies it started with that first one, you'll be like God. And my uncle put it in a really interesting way recently. He's like, Christianity isn't really a religion. I mean, it's just like there's only two actual religions, because there's the truth, the way, and then there's the lie. It goes back to the old good and evil. And part of the lie, and it's been woven into everything, on every layer of what we think we understand in our education, in our news and everything. The lie started in the Garden of Eden, eventually convinced people there never was a Garden of Eden, there never was a God, there certainly never was a devil, and there never was an Adam and Eve. They said, no, that's not what happened. You see, there was a big bang, and there's this, and they created lie after lie after lie about outer space, They created an illusion using math and science, pseudoscience, non-scientific method science, like astrophysics, quantum physics. They replaced science with stories and assumptions and math equations that have no relation to reality. And the brilliant thing was, it eventually the lie became so embedded in everything. And everybody was so confused, so deceived. They didn't know up from down. Literally. People don't know up from down. You read the Bible and they talk about, heaven and God being above. Unless you're in Australia to the globe earth, then heaven's below you. You are above heaven. Or the lie just got so perpetuated, people go, oh no, I guess it's symbolic. Above, heaven is all around the globe. Well, the Bible says it's above us. There's that story where Satan took Jesus way up high so he could look at all the nations of the earth. Well, you can't get high enough to see on the other side of a ball. So the father of lies, who eventually became, and to deceive NASA, GOFUNDME is the Ojibwe word for NASA, which is the Hebrew word for lies. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. That's what I should have titled this. GOFUNDME, the Ojibwe word for NASA. NASA, the Hebrew word for to deceive. That's crazy. So anyway, la da 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 da. What's going on with all these Boozhoo crewers? La la la. Hey, Kaya Thunder's here. Mathemagicians. That's a perfect way to put it. Mathemagicians. And that old guinea pig, that old snake, has worked his way into the public school system. He has for generations, to teach a type of mathematics. They never teach, apparently there's something called sacred geometry, which is very useful and helpful. It's a type of math that they don't teach us dummies in the common, public schools. But they teach crazy geometry and algebra right before science class where they speak in terms of light years, gravity, dark matter, black holes, all this nonsense that has nothing to do with science. These are just theories, speculations. But the lies have brainwashed everybody, made everyone go, what? Yeah, okay. Neil deGrasse Tyson says, a neutron star, a collapsed neutron star, this big, weighs 6 trillion tons. And dumb masses go, yeah, okay, that seems reasonable. I'd believe that sooner than believe he's lying. Everybody along the line, all through history, with the exception of maybe Tesla, are a bunch of liars trying to disprove the existence of God. The assumption is Big Bang, outer space, ball. Really? The ball theory. We live on a ball. That's not what the Bible says. GIIZHIGAD does not tell us, in the beginning, the Great Spirit, he made a ball. and started spinning it like a basketball. And then made it magically whip around this giant sun millions of miles away. No. Just the opposite. GIIZHIGAD. He said he put it in the sky with the moon and that it moves around us. Once in a while he has to make it stop. It's floating up there. So this is why I like to talk about the GIIZHIGAD on the show. And honestly, I'm actually more inclined to talk about Bible stuff when people tell me not to do it. Oh, really? You're going to try to colonize me into traditional beliefs? Have you believed all the lies about Anishinaabe culture and spiritual practices? Yeah, we were all a bunch of pagans until the boarding school. What? No. Hundreds of years before boarding schools were enacted, Anishinaabe people converted to Christianity almost completely. I can't explain why, but it wasn't the boarding schools. That's Hollywood telling you to believe something. Half the time you start reading the actual history and they go, okay, well, Sitting Bull converted to Catholicism in 16 whatever. You go, what? Like Squanto. Squanto was almost a monk. That was 16 whatever, the first Thanksgiving. Those Indians were Christians, man. But I don't know. Jessica says, it's your show, Nanaboozhoo. Talk about whatever you want. All right. Let's talk about Jessica Wabooza's butt. Hey! No, I'm just kidding. That's what she said. We could talk about anything we want. I want to see Jessica Wabooz in one of those Ocasio-Cortez ball gowns. A long, strapless white gown with tax the rich. Yeah. Jessica, why don't you dress up as Ocasio-Cortez for Halloween this year? You can put on one of those tax the rich gowns. I know. You don't have to go as a homeless person every Halloween. That's what she does, It's so insensitive. She just puts on old raggedy clothes, puts on some fake, 5 o'clock shadow, and then she gets one of those sticks with a bandana on it. She goes, oh, look at me, I'm a hobo. Ha ha. That's not funny. That's actually poor people. That's not a Halloween costume to go as a poor person. I'm going to go as an Indian this year. Yeah. I'm going to go as the Land O'Lakes girl. There you go. Just confuse everybody. It's Halloween. I'm going to go as the Land O'Lakes mascot. I want to go as a fighting Sioux. What? Jessica says, "Oh my gosh, I could." I'm already getting ready for Halloween. Another satanic ritual. Another pagan ritual filled with lies. Oh yeah, no, it's fun for the kids. Oh, is it? You know? Kind of satanic stuff for you guys into. All right, well, here's okay, let me shift gears, sweetie. I'm gonna let you get up here. Okay. So I've had mixed feelings about our Teespring account. What do you mean? I never talk about the fact that we actually do have merchandise for sale. Because just as me, here's the truth. I can't lie to you guys. That's another thing that Jesus said. Don't lie. So I don't want to lie to anybody here for any reason. I don't have legs. All right, you want to know the truth? Okay, you happy? So I'll tell no lies. We have Teespring. We have T-shirts for sales, mugs. Michael designed some really cute. I think they're only good for little kids. I don't want to see any middle-aged women wearing these yoga pants. But cartoon yoga pants. There's some, I don't know. We have some products for sale that's available on Teespring. I kind of slacked off letting people know because it seems really expensive. I also don't want to lie to you. I am a thousandaire, meaning I have about $2,000. And sometimes I'm not sure I should ask people to buy something I wouldn't buy. So if you're interested in buying a $15 coffee cup with my picture on it, for some reason, it's available on Teespring. And we will return. That's my segue into the commercial. Okay. Up next, the lovely and talented Natasha. And Nanaboozhoo will return after these messages. Don't go away. No. Welcome to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo. Oh, I said welcome to Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo. Wow. Name and Wyndham GIIHIGHAD. Baby. Yeah, there are some cute t-shirts there, all those hoa. Yeah, but they're like $20. Why would you spend $20 on a t-shirt you could buy for $5? I don't know. Where are you gonna find a t-shirt that says hoa? That's our word, sweetie. I know, huh? Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the show. I like that. We have a commercial break. Yeah. It makes it feel like we're on TV. I know, me too. How's it going, Michael? Ladies and gentlemen, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Oh, I'm doing great. Did you see that picture from... Who was that from? I don't know. But yeah. We got a picture, Michael got a picture from somebody who ordered one of the coloring books. And she goes, oh, look, my little kid's coloring in your coloring book. And it was so cute because it was a picture of like a raccoon or something from our coloring book. And this little hand just coloring just made Michael's day, huh? Yeah, it really did. So you can also click the link below to order books by Michael Lyons on Amazon. So yeah, support the show. We also have Patreon, PayPal, blah, 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 and a GoFundMe page. And for everyone who does contribute, it's sincerely miigwech. It goes a long ways to making us thousandaires. Yeah, but no, really, miigwech. Anywho, today, what is today? Oh, ANAMA'E, GIIZHIGAD. Sweetie, maybe I should go outside and say a prayer for prayer day. Yeah, sure. You want me to teleport you? Yeah. ANAMA'E, GIIZHIGAD. Prayer day or Sunday. And, yeah. You ready? Yes, please. One to teleport. One to teleport. Energize! Teleporting. It's not working. You gotta wiggle the wire while you push the button down. I mean, like... Oh, hi. Okay, Boozhoo. Hi, sweetie. Oh, hi. Did you make it out there okay? Yeah. I'm on the country road. Oh, that's right. I was going to teleport you to the meadow, but I forgot I was out there last night. Yeah. How is it out there? It's nice. It's warmer than I thought it would be. It's like 65 degrees already. That's weird. Must be global warming, huh? Yeah, right. All right, well, give me a call when you want me to pick you up again. Okay. All right, Roger. Over and out. Over and out. Boop. All right, so, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to put out some tobacco and talk to the Great Spirit. ANAMA'E. Prayer. ANAMA'E is pray. I'm going to ANAMA'E. To get your money do. And so I got a little tobacco, a little asema. I'm going to say, get your money do. What happened on niwe asema? Oh, thank you, my daughter. Oh, hey. Get your money do, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Boozhoo crew. How are ye? How you doing? Oh, I'm doing just fine, me daughter. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to say hello. Okay. I'm just going to say a little prayer in Ojibwe, okay? You go right ahead, me daughter. All right. Get your manadu. The guy we took a wishing. Minaway. Noon Please, Great Spirit, please help me to speak well today. Miigwech GIIZHI kakina keku. GIIZHI chikeya nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech GIIZHI bamadaziyan. Thank you for my life. Miigwech bezundawiek. Thank you for listening. Ape inge. Amen. So I just prayed to get you Manadu. And I assume that's the exact same person I would pray if he was called Allah or Yahweh or God, Gob. I've heard that some places call God Gob. Great Spirit, Great Father, Creator, you know. Here's a cow. Holy cow! Some people think cows are holy. They're sacred. Don't laugh. Anishinaabe people, you think they're sacred too. Even though you love your hamburgers and cheeseburgers. We don't, we don't protect them like they do in India. The real Indians. But those guys, they say holy cow because they think cows are sacred. It'd be like us eating an eagle. Somebody's like, ooh, this is good barbecue. What is it? Oh, this barbecued eagle. That's my favorite bird. Your Ojibwe people be like, what? It's the 4th of July. It's not have a cookout. Have some barbecued eagle. But whatever. And, we don't eat eagle not because we think eagles are a great spirit. People get that so... Well, I know they're not dumb. People have been lied to for so long. And they've been so brainwashed. And I was too. And I probably still am to some degree. But I'm waking up. That's what they say. Like I was even hearing Norm MacDonald, who just passed away a few days ago. He found Jesus, they said. Because Jesus Christ woke me up. Or he woke up to, what? It was something like that. For a lot of people, that mysterious Bible and this, and Jesus. People think they call it being born again. Some so-called Christians don't like to talk about that much either. Jesus said, you have to be, it's like you're born again. And people are like, what are you talking about? It's going to be pretty uncomfortable for my mother, I would think. They're like, no. You'll be totally changed. You're going to wake up from the spell of lies. You can't even see it. Until you're born again. You wake up and you go, oh, wow, what do you know? God's real? For sure. I just noticed that. I was doubting it. And then what comes with that is like, what? Satan's real? Oh, no. There was a certain comfort in not believing in evil. It's like, I would like to just, live out here in this peaceful meadow, and believe there's no such thing as evil. There's not, somebody, fighting against a rebel alliance or whatever. But it turns out, yeah, you've been lied to. And when you trace that lie back, it goes back to the original lie. The pyramid on the back of the dollar is just that. That single eye is... Oh, it's the eye of Siron. And people are like, what is a Siron? That's the devil's eye. Shaitan. It's one-eyed symbolism. That's why they always do the one-eyed symbolism. It's the eye on the pyramid. The top of the pyramid is Guinea Pig, the snake. That old dragon. Shaitan, Satan, Lucifer. He's on the top of that pyramid. You and me, we're on the bottom. We don't know what's going on up there. We're one of the many masses of people underneath all that. Everything got trickled down, and there's an exclusive club, and you ain't in it. The people who own all the land, who make all the decisions, own all the newspapers, the movie studios, the record companies, they're all part of the same secret club. And you ain't in it. But in the end, you better think, GIIZHIGAD, you're not in it. So, yeah. It's really pretty out here, huh? La 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 do do do. I don't know, GIIZHIGAD, what should I talk about? Oh, I don't know, whatever you're thinking about. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, there you go. If you could ask God a question, what would you ask him? GIIZHIGAD.
Yes, me daughter.
How come you let Satan lie so well in every... If that's true, if everything I've come to learn about you and the Bible is true, then Satan's lies, and it's like he's in charge down here.
That's true, me daughter.
Why would you let that happen?
I'm only letting it happen for a little while. I'll be coming back.
Oh, gee.
Yes, me daughter. Do not fear. But, I've got some plans up my sleeve.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Yeah, if you could ask God something, what would you ask him? How's my grandma doing? She bossing you around too? Does my grandma think she owns the place? No. I think I'd ask, is my cat up there? Is Princess up there waiting? I'd like to picture that when my grandma's cat died, that just magically appeared on my grandma's lap in heaven. It's like, oh, welcome back. What would you ask God if you just woke up in heaven? You know, why was it such a mystery? Who cares? And then what? So you get your answer, and he goes, oh yeah, it's because of this. And you go, okay. Oh, makes sense. All right, where do I sit now? I hear there's a big feast of the lamb or something. Do I get I was promised a mansion. You know, I heard Jesus has been setting up rooms for all of us. What's going on here? I hope that when I die, I can be like funny and irreverent when I get up there. You know, I don't want to be all, ooh. I really hope I get wings, and I'm assuming when you get a harp that my guitar skills will somehow translate. And I can play a harp, but it'll sound like a guitar? I don't know. Or do I get like a really nice guitar when I go to heaven? I don't know. Well, I suppose we better get back. I'm going to go home, GIIZHIGAD.
Okay, me daughter. I'll be watching you.
Okay. Well, everybody. Bloop.
Okay, Boozhoo.
Hi, sweetie. It's Natasha.
Natasha who?
Oh, ha ha. Can you pick me up?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, let me scan your coordinates. All right, I'm locking in on your coordinates. And hold still.
Okay.
1 to teleport.
Energize!
Uh-oh. Let me try that again.
What was that?
I don't know. I think I missed you the first time, but I got you now.
Okay. That was weird. Well, everybody, I guess that's all the time we have for the show. Unless you have something more you want to add.
No, that's pretty good.
Okay. Well, everybody want to say miigwech, especially to Papa Wagosh, who's here once again. Boozhoo, Papa Wagosh. And Kaya Thunder. Boozhoo, Kaya. And who else is here? Well, just Jessica. Oh, Daniel Black. Boozhoo, Daniel Black. Back in black. Hit the sack. Been gone, so gone. I'm ready to be back. Anyway. Michael, you have anything you want to add here?
No, just tell him I said hi, okay?
Okay. Michael Lyons says Boozhoo. But, yeah. All right, unless you guys have anything better to... I'm gonna land this puppy.
All right, you do it, sweetie.
Miigwech, Pisandawayeg. Thank you for listening. And miigwech, Ganawabieg.
Thank you for watching Boozhoo Nanaboozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is Nanaboozhoo. Okay, miigwech. This is Michael Lyons. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Giggle up a man. Baby doll, would you teleport me with that very questionable technology that we have? Yeah, let me just, okay, I'm gonna hold this thing with needle nose plier, and, okay, one to teleport. Energized! Energizing.